obviously. But let's see if we can't get back into the swing of things by showing off some more Marvel Funko Pops. Most of them will be Marvel, but I think there might be one or two that aren't in that category. So, yeah, let's get into it. And to start things off, we have Mr. Mark Spector himself, Moon Knight. Now, this is the one from the Disney Plus show that came out, which I absolutely loved. It was pretty damn good, if I say so myself. I do like the design of this suit. And I will say the only gripe that I have of the suits is not this one here, but Mr. Knight, his design. I'm not too fond of the broken kind of scar that he has in the middle of his face. It looks very distracting. But aside from that, I love the whole thing. And the design for this Funko Pop's pretty neat. I do love this action pose here. There's two other variants of this Moon Knight. Well, they're different, but there's Mr. Knight, and then they have when he's he's Moon Knight, but he has no mask on. Looks pretty neat. I'll get those eventually, maybe. Now, you can't show off Moon Knight without having Khonshu. Those two just go hand in hand. Like peanut butter and jelly. Or lamb and tuna fish. Shout out to... I love this design in the show. It was very intimidating. More intimidating than I was expecting it to be. There's the whole sequence where Khonshu is chasing Stephen Grant through the storage facility. Now that's pretty terrifying. There is a version of this Funko that glows in the dark, but I feel all the glow-in-the-dark ones are not bright enough to actually be considered glow in the dark. So I probably won't get that one. I love his flowing cape for this design. Looks really neat. And his hollowed eyes. And his nose. Yeah, very good, in my opinion. But now, for the black lights. And first up, we have Nebula. And all the designs for all these blacklight Funkos are actually pretty good. I like her pink laces on her boots. Her bright pink blaster. Now her and the next two I'm gonna have are all from Volume 3. Hopefully you saw that already. Which is why they'll all be wearing their Novacore jumpsuits. And here we have Mantis with her signature antennas. I do quite like the green streaks that they added for her hair. Little antennas. I'm curious to see what they do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe storyline with her. Seeing as how the way things ended in Volume 3. She might have her own spinoff. Who knows? And the leader of the crew, we have Star-Lord, also known as Peter Quill. Now these are all bobbleheads, but his is pretty bobbly. I really do like the blasters that they gave him for this design. They're the same blasters from the movie, but they just look good in a miniature version. spur of the moment thought, I wonder if they gave him a more bobbly head because, well, he's probably the sillier or crazier one of the group. I don't know. Oh, almost knocked him over. But the only one I do not have of the group that they've made is Drax. Hopefully I can get him down the road, but as of now, it's no big deal. If you saw the What If series, we have Infinity Killmonger. Which I personally think is a really cool design. I have no idea if that's in the comics ever, but yeah, very unique. And truth be told, he does not like to stand up on his own, which I'm surprised he's even doing so now. And apologies, his hair, the dreads on his head aren't entirely in frame. Just gonna have to deal with that, unfortunately. But his suit looks really good. The what is it? The vibranium suit. Kind of that Ultron wears, or that Ultron's made out of. You can see the Infinity Stones here on his chest. I do like that his head is like slightly tilted. But yeah, both appearances by Infinity Killmonger are very cool in the What If series on Disney Plus. So if you have not seen them, I'd suggest checking that out. And here we have Steve Rogers. Now, I bought him and the next one I'm bringing up kind of specifically for this video. But as I'm looking at this Captain America, I realize he looks kind of chunky, which is really weird. I don't know why. It might just be the black shading that they have added to him that makes him look that way. I don't understand it. But he is pretty sturdy, stable. He can stand on his 2 feet, as you can see. And just like Star-Lord, he does have a real bobbly head. A little chin strap from his helmet. And his head for a Resonance or Captain America. Either one works. I will show you the shield on the back. Oh, because I feel like that is a pivotal part of being Captain America. And here we have the new Captain America, Sam Wilson. And if you haven't seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier already, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's been out for a while. But, yeah, I quite like this version. For some reason, they have made this particular Funko, the character himself, blue. Which, I guess it shows up on camera kind of different, but as I'm filming it, it looks a little odd. But his suit has quite a lot of contrast between the pink, the yellow, the blue, and the black. It's kind of hard to get it all in focus. I do like that they added the goggles to him, though. It's nice. I'm anxious to see his film come out here in a few months, I believe. I think that's this year. I can't remember. And as I'm filming this, another blacklight Funko was announced. It's the Blacklight Daredevil, which I'm kind of anxious to get my hands on. I love the Netflix series. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with them on the Disney Plus now. Well, I cannot get him to stand up, but there's the jetpack on his back. And the little arm straps for the shield. Overall, he looks pretty good. Now the next two are kind of a 2-for-1 special. The first half of it is this little guy right here. We have a mini, a very mini Silver Surfer. I really don't have anything to stand him up on. His surfboard is kind of bent. I have to fix that eventually. But it's really neat seeing the Herald of Galactus like this. I'm not sure if they make a larger blacklight version of him or not, but it's pretty neat. So I show you him first, so I can show you the other half of this pop. This is the little Silver Surfer. And he really is mini, especially when you bring in the other half that he came with. Now, Galactus is enormous in the comics, so it made sense that they made him as a jumbo Funko Pop. But this is what I mean when I say a mini Silver Surfer. Comic accurate. It's kind of crazy, but it's so neat. I think they did a really good job with this one. And there's a little stand that Silver Surfer comes with, but he fell off it, so I have to like hot glue him back on or something. But yeah, there's the Herald of Galactus and Galactus himself. It's very neat. And just for more comparison's sake, here's the Nebula Papa from earlier, standing right here in front. Nebula doesn't even come close. It's probably 2.5 nebulas tall. But, yeah. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.